Yeah. Setting up. Yes. We are now live. Meeting is now streaming live on YouTube. It's amazing. Wow. I know. Yeah, so it was quite the skeleton crew today at work. I was surprised to see some faces because of this storm, this giant storm. We're no longer supposed to get more than 20 inches, but we could still get up to 20 inches. So that's significant storm here.
Yeah.
For Minnesota. Completely ruins all the parking, whatever, but who cares?
Yeah, it was already
that's
bad.
Not why we're here. It was already a mess, especially in Minneapolis. I don't know, honestly, what it was like in St. Paul parking on the streets, but oh my God. Yeah, it's been a rough one.
Maybe some of the snow will fill the potholes.
Exactly. Well, you know that one that was right by my place, by the gas station?
Yeah.
They did fill that one.
Okay.
So they've been out. I don't know how they're possibly going to keep up this year. It just seems like it's extra bad. But yeah, at least that one right by the house is filled. So that's nice. But we aren't here to talk about potholes or weather. No. Although we always do. We always, yeah. I mean, and I started, I'm always like, this weather sucks. But we are here to talk about this week's upcoming episode of Level. I'm Emily Reese, the host of Level. I'm here with producer Sam Keenan. And it's one of our favorite guests, Jason Graves. He has scored another installment of the Dark Pictures anthology, which is called The Devil in Me. And so we'll talk about that in just a moment. But, I always like to check in, see how you're doing. I haven't seen you since last week, which is weird. But how you doing? Yeah,
I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
Weathering the winter still. Won't bring it back to the weather, but
well, what else do we talk about right now? There's it's like top 5 Minnesota storm. So everybody's like, ooh, let's talk about the weather.
Right. Yeah. And the snow, I can see out the window right here. The snow is basically moving sideways. So
yeah. I mean, I just having driven home from work, it really wasn't that bad just because we've all been told to stay home. So
yeah.
There really weren't that many cars on the road. So it was rather smooth commute, surprisingly, but yes, very white, wintry. And I think when we wake up tomorrow, we will be in for not a surprise, but just a whole lot of snow removal. That's in our future. So yeah, but yeah, let's talk about Jason, huh?
Sure. Yeah. Jason.
Always nice to hear his voice.
The favorite.
We shouldn't choose favorites.
I know. I'm just kidding. No, we've known Jason.
I have them. Yeah.
Yeah. We've known Jason a long time and he's been very generous in all sorts of ways, helping us out through the years. And he's such a wonderful dude and a creative monster.
I know. This very microphone is from Jason Graves.
Oh, yeah. I didn't remember that.
Yeah. This RE20 comes from Jason Graves. How about that?
Yeah.
He's like, you guys need an RE20? I don't use mine anymore. We're like, yes, we'll take it.
Yes, please.
Yes, thank you. Yes, it's a good microphone, a good workhorse in the radio world and in the audio world. So, so we love Jason. And, oh, man, I don't think we're supposed to make any references to, or maybe I did already talk about him maybe coming. I might have already talked about it and I wasn't supposed to, I don't think. Oops. But I just talked about it again. So we don't have to say when or for what, but Jason Graves will be in Minneapolis sometime in 2023, which is pretty exciting. We always love hanging out with Jason. Oh my God. I can't wait to see him. But yet his music, let's talk about his music. That's what people care most about right now. The Devil in Me. This is, oh man, horror games, right? I can't do it. And this one really got me too because of the plotting. So the deal with this game is that you're not being chased, you're being herded. You're like being forced into, so the bad guy isn't chasing you. He's just walking towards you to get you to go in certain directions. So the music reflects that. But I just would love to hear your thoughts on Jason's music for The Devil in Me.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It's interesting. I listened to the music a bit before I checked out the interview, and and it was funny that because you mentioned that it sounded kind of metal, and you wanted Mon to try covering that
Mark
one tune,
Schimmelbusch.
which is interesting because that hadn't crossed my mind at all. And Jason said that too. He's like, I didn't really think of metal, but then putting that in that context, it totally made sense. But what I thought was I was feeling like weird hip hop vibes because I think because everything stays on this really nice meter, and the tempo is like at a spot where I just kept expecting like Lizzo to come in or something like that. Like there's these, and also some of the sounds that he's using too. Like there's these spots where there's this sound going like burp, 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 and it sounds like it's about to, you know, just any minute. I was hearing all this hip hop stuff, but
cool.
But it's that sort of very rhythmic, methodical timing of a lot of the stuff is super creepy and very cool.
Creepy. So creepy.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Keep going. I'm sorry. I'm just checking in on the chat, but go ahead.
No, that's okay. I just found it interesting, the palette that he used this time around. You know, there's like his kind of classic string work and just really moody, good palettes, but then there's electronic stuff and you know, some fun sounds and just
very cool. So Sacha chiming in the chat talking about how it's kind of full circle since we had a Dead Space episode last week, and that's exactly what I thought. I was like, whoa, how crazy that I'm talking to these two guys. I can't remember. I don't think I interviewed them in the same week, but I knew they were going to fall right next to each other. And I was like, wow, that's so crazy. And also interesting just because The Devil in Me has been out for a couple months at least. You know, it came out before the Dead Space remake, that's for sure. But it just happened that they fell next to each other in the schedule. And I'm grateful for that because, you know, the Dead Space remake, like Dead Space, part of Dead Space's success was absolutely because of the music. So, you know, it's nice that on the revival of it, we're able to talk to Jason and just briefly, you know, get his thoughts on it and all that was really, really cool.
Yeah. And he's so giving with his explanations of how he makes music and talking tech and talking shop. And that's really cool because he works very interestingly. And you know, he gets into a little bit of that on this episode, and in past episodes with him, that's I think been a highlight, and it's very worth checking out if you're into that sort of thing. He gets into his method of making sounds, and he's got like a kind of a workshop mentality when he puts music together, you know, and it's like it's a modern kind of attitude towards composing, and it works super well for video games, and it just makes him stand out, you know. As unique.
Yeah, I mean, he's just done so many different kinds of soundtracks, not just genre wise, but you know, even just in the scope of his horror scores, right? Just comparing Dead Space to this is so different for so many reasons. And of course, even the Dead Space scores themselves were different from each other. So yes, but I mean, the slowness of this score, just, I find it to be such an epic, awesome score, you know? But
it's super cool. Yeah. And he gives nods to, what's his name? Bernard Herrmann and and the other guy.
Which guy? I don't know which guy.
Super famous. Can't think of his name right now. That
composer or filmmaker?
Composer.
Okay.
Can't think of it.
Remember. I can't remember who else he talked about.
Listen to the episode and you'll hear.
Exactly. Exactly.
But it's just it's good stuff, and he's still got it, you know.
Yep. Do you want to see him?
What do you mean?
Do you want to see the new tattoos? Remember when we used to call it that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, the tattoos.
We joked about having a band called Tattoo.
Yeah.
And have it be like a T with an apostrophe and a 2, maybe. I can't remember how we had stylized it, but
Yeah, well,
The two.
people don't probably know what we're talking about now, but
Maybe I kind of teased it in the Discord.
Oh,
So
you did. Oh,
perhaps
okay,
a
okay,
little
yeah,
bit. Yeah, but I
okay.
did. It's been almost 10 years, Sam, since I had one, a new one. Can you believe
That's
that?
crazy.
I know. The last one I had was my Johann Sebastian Bach tattoo, which is on my right forearm. And I can finally take the bandages off. So this is the first time I'm seeing them since I got them done yesterday. Ooh, gooey.
Sasha wants to see.
She will. Yeah. I just have to unwrap them first. I haven't even unwrapped them. Like I was supposed to leave it on.
Are they going to be all puffy and red? And
No. They probably could use a wash, so they won't look perfect, but you'll see. You'll get the gist, that's for sure. Just give me 1 minute. They're elaborately wrapped for safety and hygiene. So I'm gonna almost have to stand up, right? Because the way the angle is, but here you go.
Maybe.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Wow.
And of course the logo, he's like that, right?
Right.
I can't do it, but yeah. There they are. The level eyeballs.
The level eyeballs.
The level eyeballs. Yep. Pretty exciting.
Those look cool. Those are great.
I'm really excited. I know. I'm so excited. Like it feels so good to have those wraps off. Oh my God. That made me so hot all day.
Such a legit little gamer tats too, you know.
I know. And I talked to the guy. He's a gamer too. He loved my Skyrim tat, and I talked to him about some other ones I'm thinking about that are game related and some that aren't. But it's been a lull. I love doing it. I love having it done, and I love having little ones just because then you just have that many more options to like do more. I guess I don't know.
I'm gonna get Luigi on my neck.
You get why Luigi? Because no one pays attention to him, maybe.
Yeah, because Luigi
on your
Luigi
neck.
Needs more love.
You should get a little face tat, like a little Luigi tear.
Yeah, a little Luigi tear. Maybe when he's like fluttering his legs and
falling into his death. Oh my God. Sam Keenan. You designed our level guy, and we have so many fun, exciting things to show you all in the future with regards to the little fella, as we like to call him, our little level guy. So that's fun. And now his eyes are on my body. It's crazy. It's only been 12 years that we've been doing this together. So I figured it was time to get
ridiculous.
I know, isn't it crazy? We're such old farts. It's crazy. But so Jason Graves, we'll get back to that on the show this week. So much good music in that episode. I actually got the whole score this time, which was nice, and just thoroughly enjoyed it. Really nice long tracks on the soundtrack too, like 7-8 minute long like journeys through these terrifying kind of soundscapes. So it's really cool stuff, and really look forward to sharing it with everybody on Friday.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to add about it?
Nope, I don't think so.
Cool.
Just very cool. I'll have to get the rest of that soundtrack from you. Just check it out.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's on Spotify too. You can stream everyone. It's on all the streaming places. And for those who want to buy it, you probably can on Amazon. I haven't checked yet, but usually a AAA studio, if they're releasing it on all the streaming platforms, they're also releasing it on Amazon.
Okay, so that's cool. So people should go listen to it on Spotify, and then it'll make the episode even better.
Yes, absolutely. Always highly recommend you have a listen if you can. So if you don't get too scared, holy shit. It's creepy music. So, all right. Well, join us on Discord to talk about this and other episodes. That link is down in the show notes. Share pictures of your own tattoos if they're in appropriate places. We always love cat and dog photos or any other pets as well. Oh, that's one thing Sacha mentioned was Jason's catio. Oh yeah,
patio for cats.
The catio. Because he's got 9 cats, 6 indoor, 3 outdoor.
Stupid.
It's crazy. And I think the place is pretty big though too. But I think the catio. Well, he built that catio
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the bird. There's an atrium for the birds too, or not an atrium, apiary. No, that's a bee thing. Shit. What's it called? I can't think of the word right now for where birds live, but he's got that too. So
well, that reminds me, we didn't mention, Jason's got YouTube channel, and he's got a bunch of fun stuff up there, and you can see all of his animals, and he does some fun little breakdowns, shows off his studio and stuff like that. And so that's well worth checking out as well.
It is. Jason does so many things so well, and that YouTube channel is full of that kind of shit. So he's a veritable Renaissance man of sorts.
Yeah.
All right. Hit us up on Discord or any other place you want to chat with us. You can find us in all the spots, levelwithemily.com and stuff. So, all right. Download the episode Friday, and we'll catch you next week. Probably at the normal time, but I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Right.
We're late today, but Sasha's still here.
She is. I know. All right. Bye.